here live once again. Had to kind of cut things short a minute ago, but let me just show you guys a little something that we have going on in here. Oh my goodness, it's some beasts in there. They're monstrous and they're mad. Do you see? Oh my goodness, let's close it again. Can you see them in there? Can you see what is in there? Now we have a live well full of fish. We were not able to complete the guessing game a little earlier, but what we're gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can catch a few more fish real quick. We're only gonna be on here for about 30 minutes at the most, guys. The purpose of this live stream is just to follow it from earlier. So as you come into the chat, please make sure you hit the like button. I showed you guys what's cooking. What do we have cooking in the live well? Wait a minute, guys. I had to put the camera back on, but I took my life vest off. I always have to make sure I leave my life vest on because I fish out here on the water by myself a lot. So I always have to be on the safe side. So let's get that buckled up and back in place. And for anybody that is just tuning in, like I said, make sure you hit the the like button. Texas Snoop said he is like number 2. But let me just show you guys. These fish in here are active. I don't know if you can see the backbone on that one right there. Then we got this one right here. We got his brothers and sisters in there. But we're going to weigh all of these fish in just a minute. I'm just going to see as you come into the chat, make sure you introduce yourselves. I'm just trying to see if we have our regulars. Give them those guys some time to tune back in so they can see what's going on, what we have cooking today. And then we are going to weigh those fish and then we'll be out of here. But in the meantime, while I wait and see how many people we get tuned into the live stream, make sure you guys hit the like button for one, and also subscribe to the channel if you have not been subscribed. The other thing, if you could, click the share button and share this with a few of your peoples, a few of your friends, because this channel is growing fast and we want to make sure we get, you know, more and more people to tune in. So this is what we're doing right now. We're using live imaging. We're offshore and we're targeting these fish right here. What I'm doing is getting these fish to come up. You see they're sitting in about, what is that, about 20 feet, 15, 20 feet suspended. But I'm currently sitting in 27 feet of water. It is 70 degrees out here. So what I'm doing is throwing baits out there and getting those fish to come up and hit these top water baits. Because as you know, if you watch this channel, you know I love some top water. All right, so once again, shout out to Texas Snoop. He said he is like number 2. Everybody that is familiar with the channel, please make sure you hit that like button on the way in. What we are going to be doing is weighing these fish. I see a few more of you tuning in now, just giving some of you some time to get logged in. But we have a live well full. You know, normally I catch these fish and throw them back. They haven't been in here for too long, but you see them down there? Can you see the backbone on that one right there? This one right here is just chilling. The other one down there, I mean, they're like, hey, MoneyBass, let me out of this contraption. Let me out. I want to get out of here. But yeah, so these fish are down in there. What we're going to do is weigh these fish live. I'm going to hold them up. We can do the guessing game real quick, but this is going to be a quick one, guys. I'm only going to be on for about 30 minutes. So like I said, make sure you hit the like button on the way in. I see we have about 9 people in, but maybe we'll have about 50, 60 that'll come in. Okay, 21. Okay, the number's jumping up. And what we're doing is we're just targeting these offshore fish right now. There are the fish, getting these fish to come up and hit top water baits. You guys know that's the way that I like to catch them. All right, we only have 4 likes. What's going on with the likes? Let's just check in the chat real quick just to see who else we have tuning in. Shout out to Texas Noob, said I was like number 2. Appreciate that. Ken says, yo, what's up, money? Just got off the wind tunnel and I sucked it big time today. Oh man, that doesn't sound too good, but hopefully you you're having a better day. Steve Wimpy says, you're back. Oh yeah, man, I'm back and we're about to make some things happen. Ken says, 6 tiny fish from me. I got a tournament Sunday and they have to be 15 inches, so I would have a 0 today. Hey, tournament day isn't the determining factor. That lets you know, do not do those things. Sometimes you just never know. All right, Ken says, my man, top water. Oh yeah. Ken says, stop yapping, more fishing. All right, we're about to get to it. But you know I have to show love to my peoples. Got to give you some shout outs, Ken. All right, let's see. Texas Noob says, those fish have back bootylicious. Stephen says, 30 minutes will turn into 2 hours. Oh no, I have to be off of the water. I don't have a choice with this one. All right, Hendrick says, money back. Oh yeah, I'm back. Ken says, see, I've been telling you, top water. Joe Winkler says, I'm number 4. Really appreciate that. Oh, yeah, look, guys, let's get those likes up. Let's see. I'm just going to see how many people we can get in here in the next few minutes. And like I'm showing you guys, we're targeting these top water fish right now out here offshore using this Mega Live. Still using this Mega Live. And as you see, we are fishing an overcast day. The sun is up there shining bright, but it is hid behind. Well, actually, it just came out. It just came out, but it's been pretty much hidden behind the clouds out there today, guys. So it's still a nice, beautiful day. Still looks like a picture out there. Always beautiful out here on this lake. All right, so we're going to target those fish, see if we can get another one to the boat while you guys are live. I had to stop kind of abruptly earlier because I was running out of juice. But we're back. Okay, Caden says, what are you using for bait? We're throwing top water all day. Oh, the other thing, this is hoodie season, guys. Make sure you check the link. There should be a link, a products link or something like that on the screen that you can see. Make sure you check out those hats and hoodies. And also in the description, if any of these baits that you see me using, you want to check them out, click on the discount product link in the description. All right, so let's see. Ken says, I caught, let me see, mine today on Strike King 1.4. All right, 1.5. JR says, you like recreational drugs, big guy. Oh, yeah, this is a recreational drug. I'm addicted. I can't get away from it. I was supposed to be gone like 2 hours ago. That's why you guys are surprised I'm back. But JR is right. Junior 22. Yeah, I'm addicted. I'm addicted to fishing. I'm addicted to that tappy tap on the end of this line. Barry Sabine King says, what are your settings on your Mega Live right now? Okay, let me just show you guys that real quick. All right, so let's see. I just come over here, tap my menu button. And there are the settings for anybody that needs to know those settings. Those are my settings right there. I keep my range out there to 95 feet. You see my sensitivity, 19. Contrast is on 13. And this is color palette number 13. If you have on some of those yellow tinted shades, this setting that you see that on, it will make those colors pop like you wouldn't believe. All right, let's see. What else do we have? Roger says, Trump passing out stimulus checks. You in? Stimulus checks? What's going on, Hendrick? Hendrick says, got to give you props, money. You always turn everything into something positive. And the chat is always low on trolls, considering the low amount of moderators. Yeah, you know, I really don't even know if I have moderators. I mean, they're just in there watching just like you guys. The burning season says, House Mouse returns. Oh, yeah, the House Mouse is back. And the House Mouse is about to stick 1 or 2 of these fish. We're going to see if we can make it happen. We're going to see if we can make it happen, guys. So like I said, we're just waiting for a few more people to come into the chat. And in the meantime, and in between time, I'm just going to make a few casts and see if we can catch some fish. See if we can get one more on the line. Hopefully. I mean, it's been a good day out here. For those of you that were following earlier, you saw we had, I don't know, how many fish did we catch earlier? Around 8, I think. So I've caught a few more fish. Well, a decent amount of fish more since then. All right, let's see. The burning season says, speaking of mods, what happened to CT? CT's out there. He's chilling. CT is living life. I think he just dropped a quick video, too. Make sure you guys go and check it out. All right, the Mass Bass Tid is checking. He says, let's go. All right, Ken says, you throwing the gunfish. Nope, I'm not throwing that gunfish. I'm throwing the I'm a skimmer that I showed you guys a little earlier. But actually, oh my goodness, let me tell you what happened. I have a fish story to tell. All right. Now, these fish were schooling. You know, I like some schooling fish. I like to see that action. So I made a cast, but they had stopped schooling. But a loner, and you know what those loners generally are, a loner came. And that fish came completely airborne. I'm thinking it had to be a striper because the thing was huge. It was huge. Immediately started pulling drag. Wasn't nothing I could do with it. And eventually my line went limp. And I thought it had broke my line and took my only bone I'm a skimmer that I had. But luckily, oh my goodness, they're schooling out there now, guys. Well, I might as well fish this back in. But yeah, so luckily it just bent the hook out just a little bit and the bait came off. So I was able to get my bait back. All right, let me back off these fish a little bit. So now I'm like, oh man, what was that? You know how it's like, if it was a bass, that thing was huge. I mean, I'm just saying it was a striper because of the way that it was pulling drag. I don't think it could have been a bass. But sometimes these bigger bass do hang out in school with those stripers. So it could have been a very large striper out there mixed in with those bass, or vice versa. All right, so now that happens. That same school is still out here moving around. I catch one out of that school, a largemouth. Who could believe it? Believe it or not, it was a largemouth out here on this lake, offshore. So I caught that largemouth. We're gonna weigh that one too, so you guys can see it. And then another school comes up. It goes down, and I missed that school. But what happens is they see, I guess they're still not, haven't gone all the way back to where they were at. They can still see my bait. A fish comes up and the bait just disappears. You don't really see too much of an explosion. I didn't have this. I wasn't recording while I was doing this, guys. So that's why I'm telling you the fish story. So now the fish comes up, grabs it, bait disappears. It's pulling drag a little bit. Then I'm getting it to the boat. It's pulling drag a little bit and I'm fighting it. I'm almost getting it to the boat. Well, actually, no, I didn't almost get this one to the boat because it kept pulling drag. So now, I guess I could have loosened my drag up a little bit more, but I've been okay with the way that the drag has been. Fish have been able to pull the drag like they need to, but now my line just goes limp again. And I'm like, oh no. And as I'm reeling in, I do not feel any pressure, and it broke off. And when I got the line back in, it looked as though the line had exploded. It was like frayed into pieces. And not a good thing. So now I have to order 2 or 3 more of those today. So I'm going to click on that link that I sent you guys myself and go and put in my own order because I need them. I need those in my life. All right, let's see. What do we have in the chat? Shout out to everybody. We are only at 11 likes. Now, we are only going to be on here. What time is it, guys? It is 2:31. We're only going to be on here for about 15 more minutes. But I'm going to need those likes to get closer to the number of viewers that we have. Because let me just show you guys what we're going to be doing. Let me show you guys. Let me show you why you may want to go ahead and hit that like button now. Now let me move this slow. I'm lifting this live well up slow because they're waiting down there. They're looking. Can you guys see what is in here? Let me just show you one of these things. Oh my goodness. But there's a few more in there. I'm pretty sure you can see a few more in there, but let me just show you this one. It's huge. You haven't even done the guessing game on that one, but look at that right there. It's huge because you guys saw the ones that I caught earlier. I've already released all of those. But look at that right there. It's huge. But guess who's in there with it? Let me put him back. You notice that one has a red coal tag on it. Let me reach in. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh no. All right, hold on. Now his brother. That one had what, a red coal tag on it? Here goes Mr. Green. Look at Mr. Green. And as you can see, there's blue coal tag in there too. Let me just show you Mr. Green. Oh my God. Do you see the stomach on there? Do you see it? It's eating like a fat cat. Do you see that? But he says, hold on, wait a minute. My brother wants to meet him. What about my big brother? Hold on, big brother. Let's come out here and introduce you to a few people too. So you saw Mr. Red. Let's get Mr. Blue out here. Is this Mr. Blue? Oh yeah, this is Mr. Blue. Well, this is Mrs. Blue right here. Do you see the stomach on that one? Do you see the girth? Do you see that? Let me just show you. For those of you who don't know what girth is, this is some girthification right here. Kapow. Can you see it? This fish is about 5 inches of girth. That's what we call girthification 101. So we're doing some learning lessons today. We're learning about girthification. We're learning about bendation. All of that good stuff. But yeah, we're going to put all of these on the scale. I mean, and that's not it. I mean, there's a few more. That wasn't even a largemouth. Hold on, let me see. You guys wanted to see what a largemouth from this lake looks like, right? Oh, wait a minute. That's not a largemouth. Hold on. Let's see. What is this one right here? Well, that was Mr. Red. Where's Mr. Largemouth at? Mr. Largemouth is down there hiding somewhere. Like, nope, I am an introvert. I do not want to meet people. Okay, here's Mr. Largemouth. Look at Mr. Largemouth. He's like, hey, what's up, fellas? Do you see the mouth on him? The mouth is big. The mouth is big. He eats big baits. Do you see it? Oh my God. And remember, we've already put all the ones back that we weighed earlier today while we were on the live. This is live stream number 2 for the day, guys. We're going to be on here for a quick minute. Let a few more people come into the chat, then we're going to weigh those. We're going to weigh them. We've been having a fun day out here. But like I said, in the meantime and in between time, how many people we have? And we have 62 people, but only 14 likes. 14 likes isn't going to get us weighing those fish, guys. We need a few more likes, so I'm going to keep fishing. And then I'm going to check back in on the likes. And I'm going to be in the chat a little bit, too. We're going to see. We're going to see if these fish want to come out and play. Do they want to? Let's back up off of these fish a little bit more. But do they want to come out and play? We're scanning around and looking. What's going on, John Joe? He said, Green Pickles, where are you? I'm on Lake Lanier out here in Georgia. Land of the Magnum spots. Out here having a little fun. Oh, shout out to Steve Wimpy. Looks like his eyeballs are coming out of his forehead. What's going on with that, Wimpy? All right, let's hop back into the chat for a minute. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Like I said, the purpose of this live stream is just to follow up with you guys from earlier because I did have to get off kind of abruptly because I was running out of power. That was what was going on. But you guys know I was supposed to be gone about 2 hours ago. But I couldn't leave. I tried, but something made me stay. Something was keeping me out here. What do you think it could have been? Now, that was a terrible cast. Let me hurry up and get that back in. Waiting for some schoolers. That's what I'm looking for, guys. All right, so Justin says, what's the biggest bass you've ever caught? My biggest spotted bass is 5 pounds, 11 ounces. My biggest largemouth is 8.57 pounds, so a little over 8.5 pounds. All right, let's see. What else are you guys talking about in here? What's going on? McCarran from Scotland. All right, we have Scotland in the chat. I think you may be the first person tuning in from Scotland. All right, the Mass Bass. Tid says, hey, bud, the time is 2:27. He knows what's going on. He knows why I'm talking fast. And I need to get out of here. He said, let's go. All right, let's see. I'm going to go through the chat kind of quick. All right, so let's see who else is saying something in here. How many gallons is that live well? I'm not sure, but it's a Nitro Z20. So this is a Nitro Z20, guys. You see it right there, Nitro Z20, rolling a 250 horsepower Mercury 4-stroke on the back. I have a Minn Kota on the front. You see I have 2 units on the front also. I have a Minn Kota Ultrex on here. All right, John Joe says, lot of girth. Oh yeah, you saw the girthification going on that one. All right, you got a Fender Union in that thing. Oh yeah, they're all hanging out. All right, let me see. You got Bill Dance and Jimmy Houston in that live well. Oh yeah, they're all hanging out. They're having a good time. All right, Daniel says, good afternoon, Mr. MoneyBass. How we doing? Oh yeah, we're having a good day. We're out here hanging out, having a good time. Daniel says, dang, I missed it. You haven't missed anything yet, Daniel. We just started this live stream. This is a follow-up from the live stream from earlier today. All right, so that was a good cast right there. Let's see if I can get the attention of some of these fish. All right, looks like they want another cast. Let me get another cast out there. All right, guys, so counting down, in 2 minutes, we're gonna weigh these fish. We're gonna weigh these fish and then we're gonna hit the gas and get out of here. The Mass Bass. Tid says 22 minutes to WF. What is WF? DL Peck says, can't leave them biting like that. It was hard, man. It was hard. John Joe says, $90K boat or 120. Which one is it? Which one is it? Who knows how much these bass boats cost? You saw my electronics. I gave you guys a boat tour a little earlier. All right. Well, all right. We got 1 more minute of fishing. Then we're going to weigh these fish real quick. And then I am outie, guys. I have to get out of here. I'm going to leave them biting today. And I can't come back. But hey, I'll sneak back out here tomorrow again. How about that? How about I do that? I'll sneak out here tomorrow. You think I can get away with it? All right, here we go, guys. I think I might be able to make something happen with that cash right there. Let's see. Let's see. You see that nice green water? Come on, y'all. Come on up here. Come on, let's get one more. All right, we have time for another cast. Steve Wimpy says, please remind them of the guessing game. $15 for tomorrow. All right, so Rage, what was the name? The person's name that had guessed the weight. So someone had actually won the guessing game. What we do on this channel, guys, is a thing called the guessing game. As I catch these fish, I put them on the measuring board, and I let you guess the weight of the fish. The person that guesses the exact weight, they win either $10 or $15. So what happened today is no one guessed the exact weight of the first fish that was caught. But the person that was close enough, what we decided to do was go ahead and give him the $15 if nobody could guess the weight of the second fish that was caught. No one guessed the exact weight of the second fish that was caught. So the person that won by default was no longer in the chat. And what happens with that, that means that $15 rolls over to tomorrow. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow where we will be back again. Hopefully we'll have some of the same conditions outside because you guys know that I like throwing these top water baits. So we'll be back out here to do the guessing game once again tomorrow. So make sure you tune in. Whoever guesses the weight of the fish will catch a $15 bill coming to their bank account. And also that is brought to us by, what is the name of the company? Drop the name of that, the sponsor for the guessing game. We're calling that Bass for Cash. So check the link in the description, guys, so you can know all of the details about the Bass for Cash game. All right, let's see. All right, so DL Peckfish says you should do a total bag guessing game. All right, guys, I gotta make another cast. I'm living on the dangerous side. If you know me, you know me. I do kind of live on the dangerous side, guys. I have learned over time that is kind of how I'm living. Oh my goodness. They want it. They're like, come on, MoneyBass, make 2 more casts. Don't say 1 more cast, say 2 more casts. Oh my goodness. All right, you convinced me, chat. 2 more casts. Let's make 2 more casts. Oh man. So the wind is starting to pick up too, guys. The wind is starting to pick up on me. Let's get that little knot out of there. All right, if I can get a good enough cast out here on these fish, guys, we can actually get one again. But the wind, somebody said the water's clear. But yeah, so the wind is starting to pick back up. So it's harder for me to get my cast out here, even with this bait caster. So even that cast, okay, that was a good cast right there. It went out there far enough, but the wind got it, so it didn't go where I needed it to go. But we'll see. We'll see if we can still make it happen. Can we make it happen, Captain? All right, the Mass Bass. Tid, are you still in the chat? I need somebody to help keep me in line, man. I'm addicted. I'm addicted to the tug. I'm addicted to this top water fishing, man. It's hard for me to get out of here. But I have to be someplace in about 30 minutes, guys. 30 minutes. I have to be off of this water and at a location that I'm supposed to be at. How can I make that happen? Round Dog says, why aren't you using forward-facing sonar? Well, guess what? Kabam! There are the fish right there on forward-facing sonar. So I am using it right now. We don't always use it for the past few days. The weather conditions have been very good for that. So let me just get in casting range to make one more good cast, guys. And then we're going to go ahead and weigh these fish. All right, so what we'll do is I am going to weigh all of these fish except for one. And I'm gonna leave the live stream going so you guys can talk while I'm running back. Was that the last cast or was this the last cast? I lost count, guys. I said one more cast, but I couldn't remember if I already did if I already did my last cast. So let's do one more. That won't hurt. That'll make sure that we didn't. Come on, buddies. They're looking, but they're like, nah, money. Oh, he's going to it. He's going to it. That one right there, he's coming up to it. Is he gonna commit? Come on, buddy. Oh, no, he changed his mind. All right, so that's it, guys. That's it. All right, let's go ahead and get a weight on these fish. Let me pack up everything real quick. Let me pack up everything. All right, I know the masked bass kid is like, what is this guy doing? He knows he's not supposed to be on the water right now. I had to do it, man. It was hard. It was hard, man. All right, so here we go, guys. We're gonna make it official, like a referee's whistle. All right, so we have weighed, I don't know if I have 8 fish in the live well, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna weigh these fish right here. All right, so I'm gonna call out fish number 1. You guys write fish number 1, you write the weight. When I get to fish number 2, you write the weight. Fish number 3, you write fish number 3 and type the weight. So that's the way we're gonna do it, because I'm gonna weigh these things pretty fast. All right, here we go, guys. We're gonna start off with Mr. Blue, with Miss Blue. See that stomach on that one? Can you see it? Can you see the stomach on that one? Isn't she lovely? Doesn't Stevie Wonder have a song like that? Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Check her out. All right, so there we go. Fish number 1. Start dropping your guesses in the chat. I'm not gonna I'll hold it up to the measuring board real quick so you guys can see this fish is well over 15 inches long. And this one has that girth of about 5 inches. 5 inches of girth on there. So go ahead and get your guesses started. Fish number 1. What do you think this fish number 1's weight is? All right, here we go. All right, so we had a 383 and a 375 earlier. Those were the ones we already let go. All right, so we're zeroing this scale out. We're zeroing out. Your partner MoneyBass out here living dangerously, because I'm not supposed to be out here right now. I'm sneaking, guys. Can I get away with it? All right, let's see. Hopefully nobody's watching my live that I would need to hide from. All right, this is fish number 1. Hopefully you guys have already put fish number 1's weight in the chat. Fish number 1 is 325. All right, so we're gonna put fish number 1 in the other live well. 325. All right, so we're locking that one in. Fish number 1, 325. All right, so now we're gonna weigh fish number 2. Start putting your guesses. Put fish number 2 and put the weight. And we're just checking to see who knows, who's good at guessing the weight of these fish. Look at them, guys. They're just down there hanging out. All right, let's get this one right here. I think this one, yeah, this is the smallest of the crew. I'll tell you guys that right now. I'll give you a hint, a tip. This is going to be the smallest one of the crew. But do you see the stomach? It's still a nice one. This is still a decent fish, guys. All right, fish number 2. You guys put fish number 2. What do you think the weight of fish number 2 is? And let's put this one on the measuring board. I'm going to hold him up there. This one is still over 15 inches. This fish is still over 15 inches, guys. Putting him on there, look at that. He still comes off at the edge of that. That's about 15 and a half inches or so. All right, so now let's go ahead and weigh that one. Fish number 2. You guys dropping your weight in there? Shout out to the Bass Hunter checking in. Make sure you guys check him out on YouTube. Out here cashing checks and winning these tournaments. All right, so we're zeroing that scale out, guys. We're zeroing it out. Bam. All right, so we're going to weigh. This is fish number 2, guys. Fish number 2 for live stream number 2 of the day. All right, if you guys got your weights in there we go. It's a 2.13. Fish number 2 is 2.13. So we're going to go ahead and drop fish number 2 on this side of the live well. Let him hang out with his cousin. All right, so that was fish number 2. All right, here we go. All right, we're getting... All right, DL Peck got fish number 2, 213. Shout out to DL Peck Fishing. All right, there we go, guys. So we're sitting at about 15 pounds right now. Let's see, guys. How many more fish do we have in here? I think we have 3 more in here. All right, and I can tell you this one right here is bigger than the last one that we just weighed. So how about that? That's another tip for you. All right, so you see the stomach. You see the girthification going on there. You see that? This fish is eating good. Oh, yeah, look at the eyeball. She's looking at you. She's like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we've been doing great. Hey, guys, if you could, I need some more likes. We're sitting on 27 likes. I need to get up to at least 50 likes. If you are enjoying this content, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that like button. It really does help support the channel. All you have to do is double tap the screen, and it really helps. So this is fish number 3 right here, guys. Here we go. Fish number 3. 276, locking in at 276. Bam, 276 on fish number 3. So that right there is sitting at 15 pounds, 15.73 pounds, guys. So there we go. That was fish number 3. Let's put fish number 3 back in the live well over here with his friends again, and hop back over here. Is the Mass Bass Tid still in the chat? I need you to keep me in line. I know time is ticking on me. Time is ticking, but I'm trying. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's weigh Mr. Largemouth next. Shout out to Barry the Sabine King. What is this? Is this fish number 4? I lost count, guys. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's give him some water over there. And give him some recirculation. All right, so this is the largemouth. It has some nice girthification on this one too. Oh yeah, that is a real word. There we go. Check it out. Do you see it? That one has about a little over 4 inches of girthification. But you know, largemouth tend to weigh more than spots. But check him out. He's like, oh yeah, what do you guys think? All right, let's go ahead and get the weight on that one. Make sure you guys are dropping your weight. This is fish number 4. So put fish number 4 and put your guesses. I see you, Mass Bass Tid, keeping me in line, keeping me in line. All right, so fish number 4. All right, here we go. Fish number 4, guys. Fish number 4 locking in at 286. 286. Oh, let me lock it in. 286. All right, yeah, we already got that one locked in. 286. All right, so we'll go ahead and cull that one out. So that pushes us up to 16 pounds right there, guys. All right, so here we go. Let's put this one over here with his friends too, and we're going to release all these fish at the same time. All right, let's see how many more we have in here. Let me close that live well, turn it off. All right, let's see. Looks like we just have, oh goodness, it tried to get me. Did you see it? It tried to get me. That fish is like, I am not your friend. All right, here we go. All right, this might be the biggest one for the day. This might be the biggest one for the day, guys. All right, yeah, so this is the last fish that is in the live well. There we go. So is this fish number 5? So I think we had a total. I'm not sure how many fish we caught today because I've already been releasing some throughout the day. This might be, I don't know if this is going to be the biggest one for the day or not. But look at the stomach. Look at the girth. Fish number 5. Fish number 5. All right. Go ahead and put your guesses in there. Fish number 5. I'm about to put it on the scale. And let me just show you on the measuring board real quick that this one is well over 15 inches. I'm not sure if you can see how far it goes past that 15-inch mark. The girth on this one is a full about 5 inches of girth on that one. So that's what we call girthification. I've taken you guys to a class called Girthification 101 today. So you may have learned a little something. All right, so here we go. Gonna zero this out. This is the last fish, and then we are jetting. We're gonna jet. All right, let's see. Will this cull a fish out? All right, there we go, guys. This is fish number 5. Locking in at 356. 356, guys. All right, and this one is going to cull out that 276, and let's see, that 16.45 updates to 17.25 pounds for the best 5 for the, no, actually, yeah, I think that is the best 5 for today, I believe, because I think so. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and release all of these fish, and then we're going to jet, guys. There you go, 17.25 pounds. All right, I'm working, guys. I'm moving. All right, guys. Look what I'm doing for my chat and my live stream people. I am out here pushing it to the max because I was supposed to be gone out of here about 3 hours ago, 2 or 3 hours ago, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and start releasing these fish. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh my goodness, don't you just love fall fishing? We call this hoodie and hat season. Make sure you guys click the link and check out the merch. You definitely want to get some of these hats and hoodies for fall fishing. Let's go ahead and send these fish back home so they can tell their friends they've been hanging out with MoneyBass. All right, so there goes fish 1 and 2. All right, let's get another one in here. All right, this is Mr. Largemouth. In another spot. If I can get it out of here real quick. Come on, buddy. Time is ticking for me. Do you see what is in the live well? Do you see that? Top water all day. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Look at that beautiful scenery. Make sure you guys check out the hats and hoodies. Make sure you check out the hats and hoodies. Let's send these fish back so they can hang out with their family and friends. All right, and we got one more to go, and then we are out. All right, it is fall fishing season, guys. It is fall fishing season in full effect. Top water baits all day. You see the colors on that? Now we've learned a little about bendation and also hats and hoodies. We'll call this hats and hoodie fishing. Make sure you guys check out the links. Let's send it back home. All right, guys, there we go. This was a 38-minute live stream. It was supposed to be 30 minutes. All right, we are out. I'm not sure how many minutes I have to get back to where I need to be, but I need to get there fast. And luckily, this Nitro Z20 being pushed by this 250 horsepower in the back, you know, it'll get me up to about 70 something miles an hour. So I'm about to head on out, guys. Really appreciate everybody for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button. It really does help the channel. I'll see you guys tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern on tonight's live stream.